Hi Conley Clan fam! Well, we are trying to get ready for Omaha again. I cannot believe that it has been almost a month since we broke down on the side of the road. This month has gone by like so fast. So we have actually 1 week. We are leaving 1 week from today to go back to Omaha, see our family, have our doctor's appointments, have Logan's appointment that he needs, and to celebrate Christmas with our family. So that will be exciting. We are excited to see our family. It is going to be weird being back in our Omaha house because we've been here for so long. But we had some excitement this morning. We actually got a phone call this morning that our cows were like way down in the middle of the road. And so there's this gate right here. And I don't know what happened, but that gate was open this morning and apparently nobody had really noticed. And so until we got the phone call, and then we were looking around and we're like, oh no, the gate is open. So, and the cows, so they're actually not our cows, but they are on like part of our land, and they are our neighbors. And so he uses our land, and then the neighbor over here next to us, he uses that land also. So we felt like horrible this morning that the cows got out. That is like, you get that phone call and you're like, oh no, what do we do? So after we got the phone call, Sean did take the gator and he went driving around and he found where they were. So we have not put up our fence along our, there's like this little short area where we need to finish putting up a fence between our number 24 lot and our neighbors next to us, number 23. And we have a fence on the whole thing except for just a little part of it. And of course they got out that gate and then they were able to get through there, and they went exploring on the property here, which that used to be, the people that lived here, that used to be their land. And then an investor bought it and they broke it up into 10-acre lots. And so anyways, they did find them, and let me show you, they are back. So it was hilarious. They came running down this road following the feed truck and into our land. And so, and then the kids, it's funny because the kids make up stories about the cows. And sometimes you can kind of see when you have kids that have trauma in their past, the stories that they come up with kind of reflects maybe things that they have witnessed or, you know, experienced. So we have one bull out of the cows, and that bull, you know, has a bunch of girlfriends, but he has one wife. Now that is because when you have cows, you have one bull, and that bull, you know, is there to help make new calves, and so you only have one bull to so many cows. And so the kids are like, okay, well, he's got one wife and this cow is his wife, and the rest of them are his girlfriends, and then sometimes they fight, and that means that the wife is really jealous. And okay, so that is the story the kids talk about all the time. So anyways, they are a little bit of entertainment for us, but I'm so glad to have them back because I was so worried, and they acted like it was no big deal, you know. And I do know that obviously when you have livestock of any kind, you know, cattle or goats or that they can get out, and that happens, but we felt really bad about it. So anyways, today is the day we pick up Logan's high chair. So Sean and Christian just left to go get Logan's high chair. I'm really excited to put him in it and see what he thinks and get him higher up so he's kind of at our level, and I'm sure that he will absolutely love being up there. And then the other thing we're doing today is thank you, Joy, for giving me some ideas, because you talked about emotional intelligence, which is such an important topic. I think that is a really important topic. It is how we navigate the world. And so I had the kids do slideshows and a presentation. They researched it all week, and today is the day that they are going to present. So I might show you just a little couple snippets of them presenting and how well they do. But I'm going to go inside now because it is actually presentation time.
Alright, so today I'll be talking about emotional intelligence and how it can benefit you and how you can be better at doing emotional intelligence. because it's a very important thing. Next we have managing your emotions. This one's a very important one, probably the most important. Because if you're real mad, if you don't manage your emotions, you may go up to mom and accidentally hit her. And then you're grounded for 2 years straight. So yeah, you gotta really manage your emotions or else bad consequences could happen.
Emotional intelligence. Let's break down what emotional intelligence even stands for. What emotional intelligence means. So we all know what emotions are. There are tons of emotions, but I'm going to tell you the 4 main ones. Sad, happy, nervous or worried, and mad. And now what is intelligence? Being smart about it. So emotional intelligence is being smart about your emotions.
Aspects. I'm sorry. The aspects in self-regulation, motivation, and empathy, and more. Why is it so important? Emotional intelligence is so important because it is a life skill that helps you control yourself and helps you have better relationships because you know how to express your feelings the right way.
Isabella did not have to do this presentation. She is not part of the older kid group, but she has asked me to do this presentation, and so I said yes. So go ahead.
All about emotional intelligence. No more drama. You have the ability to manage both of your own emotions, to understand the people around you. There are 5 keys to EI. Self-awareness, self-regulation, motive, empathy, and social skills.
Why do we need emotional intelligence? Well, really quickly, let's review what emotional intelligence is. It's the ability to control your emotions, also knowing your emotions while other people's too. So imagine a world, okay, where there's no emotional intelligence at all, which means that you wouldn't be able to tell your emotions, let alone other people's emotions. So let's go parents, moms and dads, okay? They wouldn't be able to cope with their own life because they can't understand their emotions. And like mom just said, with Christian, he's only 2, and so mom and dad have to be helping him practice to understand, to get emotional intelligence, Well, mom and dad don't even have emotional intelligence themselves, so how are they supposed to help their children? So basically, with no emotional intelligence, nobody will be able to live or cope with life.
Emotional intelligence. Oh. Oopsie. Emotional intelligence. Okay. Facts about having emotional intelligence. People who usually have emotional intelligence usually have better jobs, better with performance at their jobs. They usually have self-management, self-awareness, social awareness, and relationship management. Do I have emotional intelligence? Well, yes I do. I took 5 tests and they say I have more than average emotional intelligence in everything except for empathy. They say I have a little bit below empathy, so I definitely need to work on that.
Well, here is the new high chair that we got. It's actually folds up really easy, which would be nice to just fold it up and set it somewhere. I think I'm going to put it here in this corner where the extra saucer is. And I think the extra saucer is going to go downstairs. Lily, what do you think? Okay, are you eating your lunch?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's move this down, and we're going to move this over, and that will be its new home. Here's our seeds sitting here in front of our kitchen window. The kids were so excited today because in this container right here, we have some sprouts. Look at that. Oh my gosh, those came up really fast. And there's the broccoli over there starting. And I think we even have some over here. Let me see. Anyways, it's only been like 3 days since we planted these. And oh, there's, looks like a cabbage there coming up. It has been really fast. And so we're so excited to see them popping up. Oh, look at all the lettuce. So these are dirt, and the seeds and the containers have made such a difference in this. Oh, I was going to show you too. Let's see here. That's the peppers. I did plant some more stuff. So I have some squash down there. It's actually zucchini. And then some corn here that I planted, and I just did those yesterday. So we will see how those come out. But how exciting is it to see things actually sprouting? Okay, it is the next day. I was gonna take you around and show you some things yesterday. It was just too gloomy and cloudy, so I wanted to wait for a sunny day, and it is really sunny out here today. So we do love the sun. I'm gonna show you first over here some of the palms. And then I'm going to start walking towards the back. We have some other new things that we've done that I want to show you. It seems like things are constantly changing here, and I love that because what that means is that means progress. So here are the palms we planted along the driveway. Ooh, when was that? Like last June maybe? Something like that. But here is one of them. Nope, that is definitely not coming back yet, but let's go look at a couple of the other ones. And if you're wondering what the shadow is, I've got a cow standing right next to me. Okay, here's the one right across the driveway from it, and do you see that? You're seeing it right, it's green. Okay, I'm going to show you a couple of the other ones. Look at that one. That one's actually getting pretty big on the top. So there's our second one that has green on it. There's the one across the driveway from that one. And these three on this side do not have any green in them yet, but there's still hope. Oh! The cow has decided that it likes us, and she's actually the #1 cow, marked #1.
She's actually,
turn it down, would you?
And
I don't know if she likes me or
she
not.
calls all the other cows, so she's always like moo. And I started petting her head, scratching her head, and yeah, she decided that she liked it. Right?
I don't know if she likes me.
I think she likes being petted. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
You wouldn't think a cow would, but
Her and Henry are the ones who will come up to you. Like she's come up to me before.
really? That's
Yeah.
so funny. Cows can be like pets, I guess. Okay, here are the last three right here, and they all have green growing out of them. So I can't even tell you how exciting that is. Sean was so worried. He went to so much work to get these transplanted over here, and we thought, oh, how cool it would be to have all these big, huge palm trees lining the driveway, and then we thought, oh no, they're dead. And our neighbor even came over and watered them when we were in Omaha, just to make sure, because it was so dry here over the summer. And we figured they would need at least some water. And so she had been watering them for us. And then we're like, oh, she's like, I don't know if, she's like, I think they're dead. And so it is so exciting to see that they are alive. And so I'm going to have to send her, I took a picture, I'm going to have to send her a picture of those. So that is super exciting because I just think it will be so cool to have the palms lining it. And we did have a viewer that told us that they were probably dormant. And so she was right. And there are a couple that haven't turned green yet, but there is still hope because it is only January. Here's the next thing that we have done, and that is move this old rundown chicken coop that we were using over here next to the house, and we have put it here in the trees. Actually, Sean put it here in the trees. Who am I kidding? Anyways, it was pretty close to our other one right there. But this is for the ducks, because the ducks like to pick on the chickens sometimes, and so we just felt like they needed their own spot. And so this is now for the ducks. We will probably fix it up later, but it works just fine the way it is. And so we are going to separate them. We have been separating them actually. And maybe that's one of the reasons why they started laying eggs, is because they're separated now. Who knows? Could be because we're using the light. Could be because they're separated from the ducks. But we're happy that we're getting eggs again. Then over here, look at this beauty. This is our trailer. Before we had put the other thing on it. So we are going to actually take our trailer this way because it just seems like it's too heavy for the van to pull. So Sean took off the Bledsoe Music trailer. If you can see, it's back here behind the chicken coop. He put it up on he built like a stand for it. And so it is now sitting on that. And we will use this trailer hopefully like this, and hopefully we can get, yeah, look at you. Oh man, be careful.
I was flying.
You were flying? Look at, Charlie says she has wings. Show everybody your wings. Yes, you're seeing that right. Charlie is still in her pajamas. Yeah. On the weekends, we're not overly concerned. We get up and get dressed and get ready every single day of the week. But sometimes it's nice to have weekend jammy days. So that's what she's doing today. One of the things about having a property that used to be like a working farm is that there are like these gem areas where they used to keep things that we have now inherited. And so there's stuff all over the property, old gates that are still good. They just need to be taken out of all the trees that have grown around them, and they can be used. So we have all kinds of stuff like that. So here's one of the areas. There's actually like it's like a barrel holder, and we're wondering if maybe they used to have fuel in barrels and have it set on here. But here's our little gem area, one of them, because we have a lot of them. And you can see it's all grown back there. We did find a gate back there that we are using. And then there have been some gates in other places. This is also, our compost pile that you see, yuck, Christian walking through. Good thing he has some muck boots.
Muck boots?
Yeah, you do have muck boots too, don't you?
Yeah.
Good thing you're wearing yours.
Yeah, because I don't want all my shoes to get muddy.
Right. So this is our T-post marker. You can see before we bought 24. So this marked in between 25 and 24. And so right now you can see, woo, it's like right through our pond. But actually this went catty corner diagonal back here, and it actually cut off part of our gate. So it is so nice having 24 and all this extra, and it kind of makes our property a little bit more rectangle for us instead of all these angles, which is nice. But we're gonna go back here and look at the pond. Okay, so here is the pond. I am not even sure what day we're on. I think today is like day 6 maybe. I'd have to ask Sean because I can't remember exactly. But I do know, maybe it's been a week, because I think it was the last time I went and picked up groceries, which would have been a week ago. So we are on probably day 7 now, and this is what the pond looks like. It is getting full. It's not 100% full. It's probably maybe, I don't know, it's probably 50% full, I'd guess. And so it is taking a while, but slow and steady. And we're only doing it really at night, so that way it doesn't affect our water pressure in the house. So we're only doing it half days too. The last thing I wanted to show you guys, so here's our pond over here, and we put in a new gate. So this used to be just a straight fence right here. Sean put a gate here at an angle, and this goes back into our road that goes down to our, we call it the shooting range. I think that's what it used to be when they lived here. The people before us lived here. I think it was a shooting range area because they had like stuff down there where they would hit. You could tell bullets would hit it. So anyways, we put this here because, and sorry, the sun is so bright. We put this here so that way our neighbors over here next to us could get down into that area, because over here on their land that they have, this tree area back here behind me now, it is like a drop-off, like a complete drop-off, and you can't get down there. So they can't access their land back there, and they could make a road at some point, they just haven't gotten around to it. So we have put in the gate here so that way they can get down to that field road, and then they can get down and back in there onto their land over there. Because Sean actually put a gate down there too, so that way they can, once they get down to that shooting range area, they can open up the gate and then they can drive through and get onto their side of that fence, and then they can work their ground back there too. Because there's, like right now I'm standing at, this pond is about halfway in between our front and our back. So they were only able to access half of their land. And so anyways, so now they're able to do that, and which is nice, I feel like. So the kids are in front of me, and they love being noisy. Anyway, sometimes if you hear me and I'm talking and I'm having a hard time forming my thoughts and sentences, it is because I either have a bazillion things going on in my head or because the kids are around me and it's hard for me sometimes to tune them out. I'm always trying to listen so that way I can tell, like, do I need to be worried? Is there something going on? Is somebody, you know, hurt, fighting? So anyways, if I have a hard time forming thoughts, sometimes that's why. So we ran into Jade on our little adventure walk, and you got your bandanas in.
Yep, look at Harley.
Hold on, first I want to show, so you have your red bandana on, which matches your muck boots. So cute.
Yep.
And then you got your cowgirl hat on.
Yep.
And Harley, come here, Harley.
Come on.
Harley has his bandana on. Sit. Sit. Good boy. Look at, he's got his blue one on. He's looking mighty handsome, Jade.
I know, I told Grandma that.
You did?
I asked him, is he handsome or what?
He is handsome. He's a handsome boy.
He reminds me of Lassie, but he's not a girl.
That's true. So those are the things that have been going on around the property lately. I feel like it's something new every day, which I love though. I love that because that just means we're getting lots of things done. We're turning the property into ours, and it does actually feel a lot more like home. So I do want to tell you though, can you believe it has been 1 entire year since we found this property and made our offer on it? 1 year. I can't believe that it's been that long. I feel like it was just yesterday, like literally yesterday, that we found this place. So it certainly doesn't feel like a year has passed. But I want to share with you some of those clips from when we found the place. But I will put those here at the end, and we will see you guys next time. Bye. There were a few with ponds on them. There were some with power poles on them. And so, but the big one that was really different is number 25. Number 25 has a house and a barn and all kinds of stuff on there, fencing for animals. And so we're gonna go check out some of these lots and take a look at definitely number 25. I think we like number 4 and number 18 so far the best with the amenities on it. So we're gonna go take a look at those and see what we think. So that is the house and this is the view, which I think is absolutely amazing. But we could have like pigs and we could have
sheep,
goats or sheep, or we could have lots of chickens and ducks. I mean, it's very run down.
But I see potential in this.
Yeah, there's a lot. Emma thinks she's moving in here. We're gonna fix it up and let her move in. This will be the teen space.
Well, just my space, because I kept asking Mom for my own room. So this will be.
This would actually be a really perfect, I feel like, teen hangout. Like we could put a TV out here.
And I also thought that maybe just for me.
Yeah.
Or for you guys.
Yeah, it could be an adult hangout.
It could be an adult hangout when you guys are bored of us.
When we're bored of you. So guys, we have been doing a lot of exploring around Texas, don't you think?
Yeah.
All different places, and we found this amazing land, and we've been checking out all. They had like, I don't know, 400. Over 400 acres, and they have it all separated out. And we found one that has a house on it. That's right behind you. And what do you guys think? Would you guys love to live here?
Yeah.
You guys would? It's ours.
It is?
It's ours.
And if you look behind Mom, we have stuff for animals so that we can grow animals. Then after a certain age, after they turn like eggs, like chickens, when they stop laying their eggs, well then it becomes dinner.
Oh my gosh, you're so funny.
I know we can yell as loud as we want and no one will hear us.
At least not for miles, right?
Yeah.